is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped.
Well, welcome one and all to the Midnight Ball. The invitation's there, but don't come alone. I'll drive you home. I'm healthy. I do. It's a free-for-all. What a great record. Meatloaf sang on Free-for-all. What a great band. Rob Grange, Derek St. Holmes, Cliff Davies. Meatloaf came and sang on some of the songs. He was awesome. Love the Meatloaf. We got a photo. I'm sure my team will dredge up that photo of me like Bruce Lee in a loincloth lifting up giant. Did I just spit some food shrapnel on my laptop? I'm trying to get a little protein in between Ted Nugent, Real America, Voice, Spirit, Campfire, ravings. By the way, everything in my life qualifies as a raving. Now at night, I have some of this mushroom cocoa. And speaking of cocoa, my dogs are so happy. This segment is brought to you by, my guys will show the product. It's called GetUncleTeds.com. Even if there wasn't a product called GetUncleTeds.com, you could go to the Real America's Voice or TedNugent.com just to get Uncle Ted. Because I will be the wind beneath your wings. I'll be like a torrent beneath your A-10 Warthog wings as you kill tanks. Thank you very much. But anyhow, we love our dogs, Jackson, Sadie, and Coco. Jackson hurt himself fetching. He actually caught a couple because they were running through the marsh, the flooded willows and the gray dogwoods and the tamaracks and the hidden root systems, and he gashed his leg. But we're doing the GetUncleTeds.com spray with some bandages, thanks to the Concord veterinarians. What a bunch of great guys. Anthony and the team. I love you people at the Concord Vet. I love you people at the Brigham Hardware Store. I love you people at the Cadet, best hamburgers in America, at the Cadet in downtown Concord, Michigan. And Powers Clothing in Jonesville. Love the people at Powers Clothing. I have so many friends. Anyhow, GetUncleTeds.com. It is the only natural, truly healthy, beneficial supplement, vitamins and nutrition and treatments for our beloved dogs. And you know, those of us that have dogs, we love our dogs. It's a scary relationship we have with them because we snuggle, we put our nose in their neck and we kiss them, and then we get the ticks. Tick-tock. Great, natural, healthy, nutritional supplements for our beloved dogs. GetUncleTeds.com. Yes, I'm promoting that stuff because I believe in it, because most of the stuff on the shelves out there, chemical warfare. It's chemical warfare on the shelves of grocery stores and pet stores in America. You look at the ingredients. No wonder your dogs are dying when they're 10, 11, 12 years old, because you're giving them poison, thanks to the FDA and the USDA and people that have no conscience and don't give a damn whether your dog dies early or whether you die early. Big Pharma, Monsanto, Democrats importing fentanyl across our borders to kill Americans, which talk about, so anyhow, GetUncleTeds.com. You want to get the best stuff for your dog, go to GetUncleTeds.com. That's where I'm going to leave that right there. We have it on the screen. We should put it on the screen all the time anyhow, because it's a great product. My dogs are very happy and healthy, very vigorous, very full of vim and vigor. What is vim? I know I have vigor. It's just enthusiasms. I suppose I'm overloaded on vim too. But anyhow, I know I rattle on. But I do have a great guest coming on in the next segment. His name is Michael Waddell. You should know these guys. There's a bunch of great TV shows out there. The Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild TV show running for 36 years, 8 times a week on the Pursuit channel. People go, I used to have a TV show. No, I didn't used to. I still have a TV show. Shemaine and I, we don't really produce. We just turn on the record button and record how we live, and we hunt and we fish and we trap and we raise hell. It's called Ted Nugent's Spirit of the Wild, running for 36 years as the #1 watched outdoor conservation show in the history of outdoor conservation shows. Jackie Bushman, we love you. We love Michael Waddell. We love Fred Eichler. We love Kip Campbell. Watch Red Arrow on the Pursuit channel. Kip Campbell and his wife, Kat. Awesome. She's a queen of the forest, she is, and his kids. So anyhow, Michael Waddell has a show called Bone Collector with Nick and T-Bone. These guys are the real McCoy. All these guys on these TV shows, we have Pat and Nicole, we got Beyond the Hunt, we got Ralph and Vicky Cincerell. They're on the Pursuit channel with called The Choice, because they hunt with the muzzleloader and the handgun and the rifle and the black powder and the bow and arrow and the crossbow. So it's the greatest lifestyle. You know, I'm 77 in just a month, in less than a month. Oy vey. That's so much fun. And that's why my spirit irritates the demons. So when you find people, Nugent, I hate Nugent. It's perfect. The mouth that hate for me that comes out of is appropriate because dirtbags and idiots and liars. Well, he adopted a 9-year-old to have sex with her. What was her name? These people, they lie and lie. Dodge the draft. Didn't dodge the draft. Never adopted anybody. They claim that I had this thing with Courtney Love. Never met Courtney Love. Don't want to meet Courtney Love. You can tell I've never met Courtney Love. I never needed a rabies shot, and I have both of my arms. The point being is there's a lot of hate out there, and all the appropriate communists and people that think that drag queens should groom children for sex with little boys and girls, and Muslims get to marry 10-year-olds. Those are the people that hate me. Perfect. You know who loves me? Michael Waddell loves me. Kip Campbell loved me. Shemaine loved me. Sadie, Coco, and Jackson love me. You love me. And even as I say these positive, wonderful, loving points, it makes idiots angry. It's a gift. It's a special gift that I have. My spirit irritates their demons. So anyhow, let's talk about the gory details of what my life is in between rock and roll. But first, let's talk about the rock and roll. Holy God in heaven. Now, I mentioned a moment ago this book. I think it's going to be a different cover. But Rocco has been working on this book. Look at this little handsome son of a bitch. Look at that guy. That guy's maybe 11 with that horrible Epiphone guitar. The Epiphone makes a great guitar, but that wasn't one of them. And we're going all the way back to all my, just the insane fun. Thank you, God, for this gonzo life. Just thousands and thousands of photographs and quotes from people who really know me. So this is not available. This won't be available to next spring. In fact, it's going to probably have a different cover because there's so many outrageous photos. You don't think this guy has any fun with a guitar, do you? Let's talk about having fun with a guitar. I'm going to celebrate my birthday at the Rattlesnake Roadhouse in Walnut Springs, Texas on December 12th and 13th. My birthday is the 13th, but we're going to kick it off a day early, the 12th. Rattlesnake Roadhouse with Johnny Big and John Kutz and Calvin Ross and Chris Hadley and Leanne. We're going to get in there and we're going to just let it rip. It'll be like the Lourdes in Detroit at the VFW Hall, 1961. Outrageous, tight, emphatic, authoritative, grinding, emotional, fun music. And then we're playing Billy Bob's. You haven't played a killer gig till you've been to Billy Bob's, which I've sold out, I don't know, 20, 30 times, but I'm going back to Billy Bob's in Fort Worth, Texas on January 23rd. My music is so fun. And then Ardmore Heritage Hall, Ardmore, Oklahoma, on January 24 with Aubrey and the gang. I forget the guitar player that's going to open. Got a killer guitar player, Barack. I got to do something about that escaping gas. Actually, I've managed it quite well using a toxic syllable to utilize the expulsion of unnecessary, non-desirable gases. Thank God it's coming from this end, huh? Anyhow, and then we're playing Bike Week in Arizona, I think in April. We're going to show up in Arizona in April and play the International Intergalactic Bike Week. So I'll keep you up to date. If you go to tednugent.com, you'll see this kind of stuff I'm doing. Raising hell. Plus, I'm celebrating Veterans Day up in St. Ignace, Michigan next week with the great heroes of the military and their families, the veterans that fought and sacrificed for our freedom based on their oath to the Constitution, because the Constitution is their only boss, not the commander, not the general, not the colonel, not the commander-in-chief. The Constitution is their boss. That goes for you law enforcement types, too. For us law enforcement types, too. But anyhow, St. Ignace, Michigan on the 11th of November, a rock out. I'm going to play the national anthem, a fire-breathing national. My national anthem is like so beautiful. It's true to the melody and the spirit of the song, while I also go off on tangents. Not quite as Jimi Hendrix tangents, which mostly out of tune on Woodstock, but it was so brilliant because he served in the U.S. Army and he was a warrior, a veteran, and a killer guitar player and a nice man, a gentleman. but weak, and he indulged in the peer pressure and getting high and died. What was he, 28 when he died, 27? Was it the 27 Club or whatever it is? Come on, don't. And by the way, we're condemning the communist Chinese and the Democrats for importing chemical warfare through our open borders with the fentanyl and the various poisons that you are comfortably numb. You're not comfortably numb, you're uncomfortably dumb, and you're in the liability column for your family. When you're stoned and high and drunk, you're a liability. You're no friend to anybody except other people who are uncomfortably dumb, too dumb to get it. So the real guilty parties of the fentanyl slaughter, users. How about you just stop pursuing the stupidity of comfortably numb? Well, he didn't know the cocaine had the fentanyl. Then don't do the cocaine. I've never done cocaine, and I'm having more fun than you're having. I've never done speed or meth or hashish. There's a hash bash in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which is why the U of M has turned into a toilet of liberal communist propaganda ministry bull honk. So don't pursue comfortably numb, because it's not comfortable, and you're not numb. You're in the liability column. I don't want my doctor or my pilot or my dentist high. I like my comedians and some of the guitar players. I like when they're stoned. There's something I can tolerate that, as long as they don't get behind the wheel. All right, so this is the Ted Nugent Real America's Voice Spirit Campfire, and coming back in just a moment here is Michael Waddell, my fellow bone collector, a spirit of the wild, blood brother from Booger Bottom. Yeah, it's so much fun.